Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 with the Rude Man. I'm back on a new map, new for me anyway. Had some subscribers telling me about this map, so I thought I'd give it a try. This is Mississippi River Valley, not to be confused with Missouri River Bottom. So anyway, I got a little bit confused on the MISSISSIPPI thing, and but this is Circle S Farms. This is your main farm here. I'm going to start farming this thing. Don't tread on me. There you go. So I've got some equipment here. There's new equipment that comes with this map. Some of the more obvious things are in the automobile section. When you download the map, there are, I think, 4 files, the map, and 3 others. One of the first things you're going to notice is all the vehicles there are. There's a Silverado 3500 heavy duty. There's the Dodge Ram 2500. There's the Ford 650 Custom. That's a monster right there. And then you also have some trucks. Let's take a look at those. Where's the trucks? There they are. All right, some of the trucks that come with the farm, if you download those files. You got this one here, the Kenworth Mack Titan. Not that one. That's a different one. And you get this one right here, this Peterbilt 377. I have both of those. We'll take a look at those. You get all kinds of silos. Silos. Yes, you do. So if we look at placeables, we've got all of these silos here. All of these different kinds of storage and things like that. We own some of these. They're already placed on the farms, and we'll see about that. So you got all of those that come with it. It's in a pack. Quite a few there. Now, there's not a lot of production on this. It is a beta. They're calling it a beta, but then, hey, this is Farming Simulator. Even a mod that's been out for a year or two is still a beta. That doesn't have anything to say about the mod authors. There's just certain things that don't seem to work with Giant Editor, and they do their best, and we thank them for it. But what I'm trying to say is that means that every mod is still in beta form. There's always going to be some little issue, so I'm not worried about that. They just happen to call it beta version 2. Looking at the crops, you'll notice you have just the standard vanilla crops. Look at the map. First thing you're going to notice when you install this map is you actually own every field. Every field is owned by you. So you're the king of the world, at least in Mississippi Valley. So anyway, there isn't a lot of production, and so I've added my own, and I'll show you that. Let's look. There's the Silverado. No, wait. That's the Dodge Ram right there. Here's the Silverado, and I'm using it to pull my animal trailer here. Doesn't that sound sweet? And it's a dually. It's a dually. Yes, it is. So let me look around. I've got some equipment that I've started here. This is on the cattle farm. This is that other one that I was showing you, the Dodge Ram. So there's the Dodge Ram. It's a diesel. This sounds funky too. Cool beans, huh? Oh, what's this guy hiding in the weeds for? I was wondering where he went. Alright, so I've got a combine set up here ready to go since I own all the fields. But I wanted to do a quick observing of the map. A quick perusal before I start farming. Now I'm thinking about taking this building out and putting a brewery up here. So I do have a placeable brewery. I'll show you that in a minute. But since we're right here, there's 2 parts of town on each side of the river, and it's kind of nice that he's kind of put up some bigger buildings instead of just the old little village buildings. So And I don't see any traffic. Traffic is on, but there isn't any. And that includes town zombies. There are no town zombies at this point. But like I said, they're calling it version 2 beta. So this is a little bit of the, I'm going to call it a town because it's not really a village. There's a fire department on each side. Motel, hotel, that kind of stuff. There's the John Deere plant there that you can get your equipment. I don't know how they got that John Deere up on the roof. And there's where you buy and sell your cattle. Little bit of a garden center here. Tractor supply over here. Now, as I'm flying around, take a look at the terrain and the shape and size of the fields. There's fields of all shapes and sizes. I mean, completely. All shapes and sizes. And if you're looking at the terrain, you've got hills, you've got mountains, you've got valleys, you've got ditches. And oh boy, do you have ditches. There's ditches around every dang field just about. And you cannot get through them. Even with four-wheel drive, you're going to get stuck. A little bit of a swampy area here in the river. Let's fly across. And one thing about it, I've decided that as far as equipment goes, I don't like using track equipment, but I'm gonna on this farm because you're gonna need it. Wait till you get to the logging areas. It's like real life logging. In real life logging, they log mountains. They don't log flat ground. If you see trees on these maps and the logging is on flat ground, that ain't right. There are very few logging places that are on flat ground. They all look like this over here. A hill or a mountain that you're gonna log. And that's what happens in this map. So let's see here. This is the other little town across the river. There are no trains. There are train tracks that run up and down the river, but there are no trains. That's another fire station right below me there. You got the spinnery area is here in this little mall. I think right down there you'll see the marking. There's your stadium. Well, there's an open soccer field, but it's not marked in any way, but there is a stadium right here. I'm assuming that's either soccer or football. Some kind of grassy thing. But let me run up here and I'll show you the logging area. Look at this. As far as terrain goes, this is rugged as you can get. And there's fields up in this rugged area. Yeah, here's the logging area. You really got to go up in the mountains. Now, like I said, there's no production on this, so I put some of my own. That stack of logs right there, that's where you sell your logs. The pile of chips, that's where you sell your chips. And I put a pallet maker in here. I'm going to put a lot more, because this particular pallet maker is really slow. So if you need pallets for anything, it's going to be really slow. So I'm going to probably put another one next to it and maybe two more over here to the left. At least have 4 of them out here so I can make pallets. And then I think there's room there for a carton maker. I'm going to need cartons. But if you get up here where there's actually logging to be done, you're going to find out it's pretty damn rugged. Well, I like that because that's real life. You just don't go out in the flat field and get logs. But it is pretty rugged territory. Look at that. So I'm going to get tracks on everything. I'll get tracks on my combines and tracks on the logging equipment. But here's where you're going to be logging up here. And it's pretty rugged. Wooden bridges. Homemade wooden bridges to get across. Isn't that cool? They cut some trees down and made some bridges. I like it. I didn't see this before. What the heck is that? And there's farmland all over the place. This may be just a little bit of place to put your equipment or something. Yeah, it's just a pole building with fuel. Now, they growing area, so there's a lot of road construction here. You'll notice that they plan on growing pretty big. They've got some pretty nasty looking roads up here for the traffic, but it's all closed. They're still constructing it, if you see. Even this bridge across here has got a one lane. I'm thinking, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking that that might be a drawbridge for ships and barges and stuff. Here's something interesting, though, that I found when I landed. Look at these two signs. One of them's down. Uh-oh. I'm stuck on the bridge. Okay, I noticed that when I looked at this sign, of course, it says one lane bridge and it got knocked down. I don't know why. I'll just leave it there for now. But the sign here, welcome to Wisconsin. So that's Mississippi over there, and that's Wisconsin over here, according to that sign. So you get to log in Wisconsin and a little bit of farming. So it's not just Mississippi now. They've got some nasty roads up here too that are closed. See, they're still building, still being built. This is all raw up here. I don't know what that is flying in the air over there. Kind of a sign floating in the air. Maybe it's a boundary mark of some kind. There are airplanes, little bitty ones. I don't know. I didn't see an airport, but you see a plane in the distance there. I didn't see an airport. Be a nasty place to land over all these hills and rocks and terrain up here. Yeah, the train tracks go run up and down the river, but there are no trains. So let me run up, since I'm down south here, and I'll show you. There's a horse ranch up here somewhere. I think right in front of me. But you'll notice that the fields are they're just cut into the land wherever they can cut a field in, which is like real life. I mean, you know, if you own land, it's not going to be always flat and square. I think this is a horse place right here. It's a stable, they're calling it. Only got one horse, I guess. It's kind of odd of a big place like this for one horse. That's really kind of weird. And we got another farm over here. There's a lot of land around here. Little church right there in front of us. Little bitty church with a great big parking lot. Well, I guess the parking lot's not that big, but nice little church. I might have to use that parking lot. You never know. I'll put a brewery there or something. Okay, we got a place up here called Suncor Energy. And I took advantage of that. And I put a compost factory here and a refinery. Hey, Suncor Energy. So I put a placeable compost thing here, and I put a refinery here. I'm looking for empty spots to put equipment is what I'm doing, placeables, because there's no production. So I'm making my own production. But yeah, see, now every one of these fields has a wash through it. Or if it doesn't have a wash through it, it's got huge ditches around it. You can't drive through them. I tried and I got stuck. So you have to kind of drive around those big ditches. And then let's see. This is this the just another farm, I guess. Getting dark on me. Yeah, it's just another farm. I might use it to put some production on. You never know. And you got those. Remember those grain bins that you had that are placeable? They're all over the place. Here's some of them here. There's grain bins all over the place. Whether I'm going to use them or not, I don't know. And I put some production over here. Let's see. Right over here. I put some production. Look at how deep those ditches are. You're not going to drive through those. You have to pick and choose where you come into the farm, I'll tell you that. Alright, now I put a winery in here. In this, next to this lake. I thought it was appropriate. It looked kind of cool. Put a winery in. So we've got wine that we can sell. And then here's your cattle farm over here, your dairy farm. And I put, there's no mixing stations on this map. I had to put placeables in. And I'm guessing, but I'm not sure, that that's a fermenting silo. But I'm not positive. If it's not, I've got placeable silos to put in. This is your cattle farm here, though. Let me make it light again. But yeah, here's your cattle farm. It's pretty big. You've got 3 big barns here. Or 2 maybe. No, there's another one over here. So yeah, you got big area for... Oh my God, look at the size of that poo container. Oh, it's liquid poo-poo. Yeah, cool, man. Hey, there's an outhouse here for humans too. That'll be nice. In case you gotta go. There's another one. They expect you to go a lot. Alright, so anyway, this is that. I've got... Oh, I'm out of fuel. Crap. Crikey. I think there's fuel right here. I always run out of fuel with this thing. Let's see if I can get a little fuel, if that's what that is. I don't know if that's what that is. It's not. It's not, but there is fuel here. It says so. To the right of me, it says there's fuel. Did it lie? There it is. There is fuel. I got 1 liter left to get there. Don't hit the telephone pole. You hit the telephone pole. Ah! Did I get close enough? Oh, I broke my helicopter. Yeah, I did get close enough. Oh man, buried my helicopter in the gravel. Yeah, I know. That's a rude man way though. All right, let's take a look. We got the pig farm down here, and that's pretty much it. It looks like an interesting farm map, though. It might be kind of fun to farm, because you own everything, and everything's not easy to farm. And look at all the hills and valleys and the shapes of the fields and all that kind of stuff. Now, see, again, you'll notice I put a pig mixer at the pig farm because there isn't any. There's the rest of the farm there, right yonder. But I need production area. I put in some production, as you noticed. I put in compost maker and I put in a refinery. I'll get back to the farm and I'll show you what I plan on putting in. And the reason why I needed to put pallet makers in. Some of the stuff I'm going to do requires pallets. Of course, everything does. I got a brewery that I think I'm going to put in on that hill that I showed you when I first started. It's a restaurant up there, but there's nothing to do there, so there's no reason to ever go there. So I think I'm going to go in and take that building out and put the brewery in. And the placeable brewery, you can make beer just using common ingredients. What I mean by that, common ingredients would be wheat and barley and water. That's all you need. So I can make beer without having the other, like rye and all the extra things, because you don't have them on this map. You only have the vanilla stuff. So anyway, what was that one? Okay, that's my service truck. Let me show you what I'm talking about in placeables. Now, eventually, I've got strawberries, raspberries, red currants, and a place to sell them. I've got storage pallets so I can store pallets of those such things as we just talked about. And then I've got a charcoal plant if I decide that I need to do something with the, wood chips and things like that. I've got a carton factory if I need cartons. May or may not place all of this stuff. This is a kind of a pack. I've got a carton storage if I'm making cartons and I need a place to store them. There you go. I do have a central trade building that I can put in that sells everything that's made by this pack. And then I've got a dairy, because there's no dairy on this thing that I can find, and a place to sell the milk. So you could put the dairy someplace, and you could put the milk sales at the grocery store or the mini mart or wherever you want to put it. You got a chicken house, which I'm going to put on the main farm, I think, if I can find a place. And then I've got colored eggs, Easter eggs. You can make eggs and color them, and believe it or not, they sell for a whole heck of a lot more than just regular eggs. And then you've got your sell egg spot, and then you've got your pallet works for making pallets, and where you can actually make them and sell them. If you don't have a use for them, you can store them. And then you can make butter. You can make, this stuff is kind of like a drinkable yogurt, and this junk here, only you make it, it's like you make it with fruit and milk. So it's a drinkable product. So is that. And then you can make storage of pallets. Yeah, that's all you can make from the dairy. All of that's made at the dairy. There's the storage for the chickens and the Easter eggs. Now the meat I've got, but I don't have the mod to do the meat. So, but anyway, I do have some placeable things that I can put up. There's byproducts of something that's like an oil, I think, that something's made from a byproduct. Then you've got your coal pallets. You can make coal, and you can make fire starter wood from wood chips, I think. And then your charcoal, coal and charcoal. Their sugar factory's kind of cool. If you're going to do sugar beets, you got to have a factory. Why else do sugar beets? And you can make sugar, and some of the products that you make take sugar, so you might need that. Now, that was all in that pack there. This is a Sarpo pack. Everybody's using this thing, the Svapa. But I also have some things up here that I have for placeables. In that, there's the winery you saw already. I have a bakery and a bread sale spot. We have the compost maker, which you've already seen. What else? But all of these things need pallets. Oh, yes. Okay, so I have the hot tools. The hot tools are for making seed fertilizer and liquid fertilizer. And we'll try to put those. I don't have room. I may have to take a field and just use it for some of this production. There is the refinery, which you've already seen, and a sell point for that. And then I can't remember what this is for sure. I'm going to have to find out what this is. I can't remember. But this, I don't know what that is. But anyway, there you go. And I have the brewery, of course. So that's about it as far as just a very, very quick overview. I want to get out here and get farming. I haven't bought all the equipment I'm going to need. I did buy the trucks. There's the Peterbilt that comes with this map. And now I say it comes with this map. It doesn't. It's an additional mod. They request that you download. When you get this was given to me sent to me by a subscriber. Thank you, Jim. And when you get it, it says we suggest you have these 4 downloads. One of them is the map itself. One is the trucks. One's the bins and some odds and ends of equipment. There's the Peterbilt. This is the Mac, and then this is the truck that comes with the mod that you download for this map. This is a new trailer for me. It's a Timpty. This is the old trailer that I've always had. This one doesn't hold very much, though. I might have to look at that because look how big it is. Look how big that trailer is. It only holds like 50,000 or something. Maybe that's, more realistic. I don't know. But anyway, let me get my combine going here. Let me get this corn one going. Is it getting cloudy on me? Okay, here goes nuttin'. Now, if you look at these fields, even right off the bat, look at the ditches. There's ditches around them, and they're not little ditches. They're pretty deep. You're going to get stuck in here if you're not careful. And look at the crops are right up to the edge. It's kind of scary. Might be kind of fun. Also, I need to find out where to do grass. There's grass everywhere. I saw a big field someplace, though, just recently. Or am I flying around? Oh, I get stuck. There's grass everywhere, but I saw a big field someplace. We'll find it. It's got to get up high enough. Thought it was close by. We've got 1 horse and 1 cow at this farm, by the way. You can see them below. Well, now I'm lost. Well, there's grass up by the church. All right. Woo! Ow! I'm stuck in the ground. Uh-oh, the combine's stuck already. Darn it! See, that's what I was afraid of. It's kind of going to be like this, I think. Oh, thank God there's no collision on the fence. I may have to come in and cut that tree down. I don't see a point in having that tree there. Because look, it thinks that the field is bigger than it is. The boundaries of the field isn't quite right. I gotta make a note of that tree on main farm. Yeah, the boundaries are not quite right. If you look at this, it's... oh, thank God that... Uh-oh. Yeah, see, this is going to be an issue. I'm going to have to manually do each field if this is a problem. I could come in and take collision off these poles that are right next to the field. In the meantime, I think I'm going to have to do it manually here. Whoa, hey, you missed a couple of ears of corn there. Yeah, you got to be careful. If you miss here and go into that ditch, you're not getting back out. And I don't think you can ram yourself out either. But, you know, the rude man likes to ram things. Did I just talk about myself in third person? Never done that before. Yeah, see, that's going to be a problem. I'm going to have to come in and take collision off those telephone poles, or this isn't going to work. Some of these fields are pretty small, but they're all crazily shaped. Let me get my other combine. I think this guy will be okay from this point on. Let me get the other combine. And where's my... Uh-oh. Where's my other... I might not have bought it. I thought I bought 2 combines and 2... Now we got to remember, we own every dang field on the map, so I would think that you'd have quite a bit of equipment if you owned all that property. Oh, this is not... I thought... Oh, never mind. I thought this was the corn header. This is not the corn header. This is not the header you're looking for. So where's the corn header? I'm pretty sure I bought 2 of them. I wonder if I transported, but I didn't want to transport them both to the main farm because I was going to be farming on a different farm. So let me check my garage and see how many corn headers I got. I only have 1. Okay, for some reason I didn't buy the other one. I probably know what happened. I probably did something like this, where I bought it, chose the color, and then buy, and then sometimes I automatically hit back instead of yes. Or I forget. I don't go clear through the process here sometimes. Done it many times. So where is my corn header? There it is. And of course it is. I'll tell you, without traffic and town zombies, though, it's pretty quiet around here. And no trains running. There's train track, but no trains. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy and head him over more towards the cattle farm and start working in that area. So I'm working in 2 areas at a time here. There's no main silo area on any of the farms. It's just those silage bins that are all over the place. And that actually isn't uncommon. I think I'm going the wrong way. I am. Oh, crud. And I can't go through those ditches. Oh, boy. I'm in trouble. Uh-oh. I wonder if I can... Oh, this is going to be not good. Oh, I think I made it. Cool beans. All right. So anyway, yeah, it's not common to have those great big huge silos on farms and stuff. They usually have, like what, they're not portable bins, really, but they kind of are. They're kind of bins you buy and you set them up wherever you need them. And, they're not always that big. They're exactly what you see in this map right here, is what a lot of the farmers use. So I'll have to see. They seem to come in threes, and so I'm wondering if maybe, why are there so many of them? Do they only hold a certain crop? Which would be common. I mean, there's no silo in real life that I know of that you put every crop in. They would just mix them all together. You'd have wheat in one, barley in another, that kind of thing. So it's probably more realistic in that respect to real life farms and stuff. Right, I think I go this way, just around the corner here. They got some pretty rugged roads. You've got your nice highway here, which isn't very wide, but that's okay. There's no traffic. You got these freeways here, and then or highways. Then you've got gravel roads, which on a farm like a map like this, a gravel road is a luxury. And then you're going to find dirt roads back to some of the lower 40 type fields. Now, I think we're getting close to the cattle farm. Yeah, it's just up ahead here. And there's some grass. There's grass around here. Big pond. All right, let's see what we have for fields close by the cattle farm here. Let's run up to 12 or 13, I guess. See what we've got up there. Is it some kind of corn or grain? Man, this is some rugged terrain here, I'll tell you what. Posted, no trespassing. Violators will be shot. Now here's a little bit of grass. Look, I'm stuck already. How'd I get stuck? What am I stuck on? Yeah, I'm afraid that we're going to have to use some heavy duty four-wheel drive on this farm. All right, so let me well, no, wait a minute. I want to drop that one. Drop that one. And I need to go... Man, is that swamp or what? That nasty place. I'm going to take my corn header and just drop it over here for now. I should have dropped it off at the farm, and I didn't. Nice pond. On Golden Pond. Yeah, this farm's going to be challenging, I think. Thank God it doesn't have mud mod on it or something. That'd be some problem. They put the mud mod on the Texas farm. I had somebody ask me recently why I wasn't playing the Texas mod anymore. I got bored with it. There's no production at all on it. And it's basically you're just harvesting and planting and harvesting and planting, and you know the drill. So Now, this might be a little tricky because it looks like there's a wash through the middle of the field. Is this part of 12 right here? I think it is. So how's that going to work with course play? Might be kind of tricky. Let's find out what it's going to call the field. So there may be a lot of manual harvesting stuff on this map. So let's take a look at the shape of this thing. I think the best bet is to start up here if you're going to make a course play route. Look at the road ends. And another one that proves that the world is flat, because you can fall right off the edge. Man, all those years and I thought the world was round. And now these maps are proving me wrong. Alrighty, let's see. We're going to do one of these. This is field 12. And 12. 13.2. We are in the northeast. Northeast, you're going to be heading south. And I'm going to do 3 of these. Okay, so northeast heading south, 13.2. Uh-oh. Hang on. All right, here we go. Okay, let's do this and see what happens. I need to get back and set up a truck on that other. Yeah, see, I was worried about that. Where's my marker? It doesn't recognize this field or something. Either that or I typed it up. See, look, it's wait. Is that it there? Oh, no, wait a minute. Look at that. Did I put 13? Uh-oh. I might have put 13 in instead of 12. Let's do this again. Hang on. Let me do this again. Get rid of that. And... okay. Unless these fields are misnumbered. Oh, look. There's no field 12. There is no field 12. Odd. (10, 11, 12) says there is. It says there's a field 12. Well, that might be an issue. Huh. Alright, well, let's do 13 then. It's going to be... Now, it says 12 now, but let's do this. And then... Alright. I'm going to have to redo this. Alright, northeast heading south, 13.2 and 3. All right, let's try this and see how it goes. But it looks like I'm out of time, so let me get this started. And then, oh, what is this? Then it won't cut. This is corn. All right, well, good thing I brought my header. Well, anyway, I'm going to call it an episode here. When we come back, we'll continue on. This might be kind of fun. It's going to be challenging. I don't know if I can have 15 combines going all at once in this map, but it might be kind of fun to do. Hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you back on the farm in the next episode. Happy farming.